Hello everybody, welcome to Delft Junction. Hope you're all well. Been enjoying this little bit of sunshine we've had last couple of days. This is part 2 of my control area rebuild. Last time I did the polystyrene and plaster bandaged it. Since then I didn't think you want to see my painting skills, so I painted it off camera. I did paint it on this. The next bit I'll be going over it with PVA, then putting like grassy scatter on it. Now some people, they say you don't need to do that when you put static grass on and that, but I like to give it a little bit of a base, so if you see through the static grass you can see a bit of green underneath it. So anyway, I'll show you my way of doing it, and I don't know whether it's right or wrong, but it's the way I've always done it, and see how it goes. Okay, see you later. Right, here we go. Hope you can all see it okay. This is all the painted area I've done. Just going to PVA it all, and what I'm going to do, I found this. I'm going to give this a try. I don't know if you can see that. So I got it from one of the toy fairs. So well, how much was it? About 50p I think for that jar. So I thought I'd give that a go. It's called Jarvis Scatter number 70 Summer Mixture. It looks quite nice. The way I put it on, I use one of these, which is what you got in the kitchen. I've used it before, hot smoked paprika. And just open the one up with the holes in it, not the big one, or it'll come flooding out. Just open that out and scatter it round. Anyway, I'll go over it with a PVA. Got my little green thing, and make a start on it. And this will be the base, and I put static grass on top then. So, got a soft brush, going to use a soft brush. Just make sure you go over all the bits that you want the scatter to go on. I'm going to make a pathway down here, so there's one bit I'm going to not PVA. Make it a little bit of a muddy bit eventually, and just keep going over it all bits that you want the scatter to go on. And then it comes alive then, doesn't it? And you get a bit of greenery on it. The grassy knolls, it's got to have it all on. Don't know where to do the pathway, what do you reckon? Have it going down there. So leave a little bit of a gap here. Yeah, we'll do that. Could be a plan. And just keep going over and over it. Get every bit covered. This what I do. Some people water the PVA down. I'm using it neat. Seems to stick all right. Get it all over. There's another glue that you don't have to rush with. So two of my favourite glues, Copydex and PVA. Got no stress with them. But of course you've got to wait. Well, with PVA you've got to wait for a day or so for it to dry properly and that. So you can't rush it, sort of thing. But if you use the fast acting glues, you know, you're time limited, you can make mistakes and you've got to unglue it again, and just go over it all. Second grassy knoll. Got me bit to go in there. Still not telling you what it is yet. I think you can guess, can't you? And just go over it all. As I go down the track, I just push it up on this bit here, so it gets to it all. So it's a soft brush I'm using, I'm not using a hard brush, but if you use a hard brush, you could take the paint off, then you'd be back to your white plaster bandage again. So you want to go sort of gentle with it. Go over it all, every little bit. Now, obviously there's going to be bits of mist, but the static grass should cope with all that, I think, if I miss bits. Sometimes I succeed with that static grass, other times it looks dead. Looks like they've all the static grass has gone to sleep and laying down. Scenics, they do a lovely job of it. Right, that's all that painted, all PVA'd. Get in every little bit, don't want to miss any bits. See any dry bits, just go over them. See, look, it's come up there, a little bit of white. That's not bothered because that'll be covered. Right, let's put that aside for 1 minute. Let's see how this goes. I've never used this one before. It looks quite nice. And just sprinkle it over. Don't know how much I'm going to use. Shouldn't use too much. Just to put a little bit of a base down, that's all. And of course, go over it with a hoover afterwards. Get all the bits off the track and what you can do is just squidge it down afterwards, a bit of wood or something. So when I come back, the old PVA should have stuck that down quite nicely. How much have I got left in there? Oh, I've got a bit yet. So there's no rush with PVA because, as I said, it doesn't dry off quick. Just keep sprinkling it all over, getting all the bits. Then bits down by the track. Oh, I run out. Got to top it up. I only want a little bit more. I only want a tiny little bit more. Yeah. Should be enough. Ain't too bad, done all that area, and it's just one of those. Just go over the bits that you miss. A bit of PVA there, that's got a bit dry there, I think. Or didn't do it. Sprinkle it out. We're all covered now. What I do is now, I'll find it. Give me a little scraper and just push all this up. Get the edges done, then they can be a bit problematic. So I'm not too bothered about brown showing through because that could be natural like mud, isn't it? Don't forget it's having static grass over it, so it'll all be covered up eventually. A bit more. One out. Yep. Right around there. That's basically it, really. So a little bit more down there. And that's the base for the static grass. It's not bad, that one actually. So I've never tried it before. And just tap it down, get it into get the PVA squidged into it. So this is only the top coat, so it's not going to look that fantastic just yet. So it goes. So we've got bits of white showing down there with the plaster bandage, but so eventually the ballast is going down there, isn't it? So that's going to be covered anyway. Okay, then we'll wait for all that to dry. Then I'll go attempt my static grass. Now I thoroughly enjoy. Make such a superb job of not. Okay, cheers folks, see you later. Hello folks, just thought I'd give you a little bit of an extra just to show you my setup here. Got my train room cabin at the end of the garden. Everything's surrounded by alarms, CCTV, sort of like lights and everything like that. Even my neighbours got all CCTV pointed in the garden. That's the train room. Then got my little monument to my little Cairn Terrier I lost a few years ago. Made him a little basil plant, called him Basil. That's his basil plant. And that's the train room. It's a 10 foot by 10 foot cabin. Does me, it's down the end of the garden. Completely surrounded by alarms and everything. I'm not going to tell you where they are. And that's where I do all my business in there. All my training, modelling and things. Okay, just thought I'd give you that little bit of an extra. Hello folks, hope you enjoyed that little bit of extra. Thought I'd show you my setup. Anyway, I went for a bit to come tomorrow, which Royal Mail says it's coming tomorrow, but you never know with Royal Mail, do you? And it's the stone walls. Usually I build it myself, build the stone walls myself out of little scouring pads, then add bits of ballast to it and stick it all on. And I'll show you my efforts anyway, what I usually do. But I say I'm doing the static grass today, get that all prepared, and and it shouldn't be that far off finishing now. I say this is only the control area, not the turntable area, so you know, it's not the big bit of it. Anyway, I'll show you my efforts of my static wall anyway, or my static wall, my stone wall. Right folks, I've added a couple of mixtures for the static grass. I've used this, it's this flock. It's a medium flock. What does it say? A medium green. Don't know if you can see that. Medium green, and I've used this spring grass. Sort of mixed them up together. It's a 4 mil. It's very important that you break all the little balls up, because when you get this static grass, they come in little balls, and you've got to break them all up. Otherwise, you find it hard to get it spread out, or it won't come out the applicator. But we'll give it a go and see how it goes. Okay. Right, I've got this wooden Scenics spray glue, or what do they call it? Static grass layering spray. It's glue basically. Used to use PVA, but I found this stuff seems to work. But you do it in little bits because it dries off quite quick. So I'll give it a go over with the spray. It does tend to blow off all the loose bits. A little bit of protection for the track I've got around here. Bits that haven't stuck with the PVA blowing off a little bit. Should be alright. If I get the old vacuum out and give it a go, I'll go over afterwards, and it's spraying off everywhere. Right, let's see how that goes. What I'll do with the applicator, I'll get it right underneath, just give it a shake. Get as close as you can to it. So I've got the brown paint underneath, so that'll be showing up quite nice. Just keep going over it. So I only do little bits at a time. Some shake, some jiggle it. Good idea if I press the button on it. Get it over the top, catch a join. Get that brown bit. See, all the brown bits will go with the static, but as I say, with the base on it, it gives that little bit extra underneath, so that, you know, all looks green. Let's see how this bit is. Go down the side, and you can always, bits underneath, I know it's shown a bit underneath, but you can fill that up with your finger afterwards. Right, it's standing up, Yep, it has worked. It's only 4mm, this one. Just keep going along there, then go along the rest of it. So this stuff does dry up pretty quick, so you can't sort of hang about too long. I'll carry on with this bit, and I'll come back to you afterwards. Okay. Right, folks, that's gone over it all. Saved me a little pathway. Had a bit of mud in there. Grassy knolls, I've got to make them stand out a little bit more. Going to be putting some trees around here, sort of thing, but don't forget platforms sort of going over here. So this bit's going to be sort of covered, and I've got me bit to go in the middle that I'm not telling you about. That's basically it for now, for the static. Anyway, that's all I'm doing with the static. Hasn't gone up as much as I'd liked. Doesn't look too bad though. I mean, as I said, it's not on full display on the scenic side of it, but done the join up here all right. Will be old Scenics was to where that is. Going to probably put a fence in here and get it all sorted. But say it hasn't stood up as much as I'd liked it had done. So sort that all out afterwards and continue with it. Flopped off there. Put that back on. That was informative anyway. I'll get back to the rest of it later on. Okay, see you later. Right, folks, this is where I'm at the moment. So I've made that a bit greener up there, so it makes it stand out a bit. Actually, it's not too bad. It's standing up quite nice. It looks greener in real life than it does on the camera for some reason. Don't know why. It's quite green. I don't know if I go up a bit, you can see it's green. I've added 3 trees. I can't add any more trees because I don't know where the platform's going. So once the platform's in, then I know roughly what's what of it. So only armature trees. I showed you how to do it on one of my previous vlogs. They're quite easy to do. Got a little pathway down there, and I've added a fence line. Put a little fence in with a gate so you can walk down there, and I've added the fence round onto the older Scenics. Sort of, I don't think you can see it. Sort of go up there, along there, and that's where I'm at the moment. So once the fence comes tomorrow, or the stone walls come tomorrow, hopefully I can progress with it. Anyway, that's all I'm doing today. But it does look greener than what it does on camera for some reason. Don't know why. Green's green, isn't it? But, so I've added those 3 trees. So let's see if I can add any more later on. Okay, and I'll see you later.